Okay, here's weeks 13 through 18 timeline. This is quarter three. Here we go. Age of exploration. You're going to explore. Age of exploration, circa 1400, circa 1600. Prince Henry founds the School of Navigation. You're going to do a P for Prince. And then you're going to make a sash. And then he's navigation, like you're driving the ship, okay? Steering the ship. Prince Henry founds School of Navigation. Slave trade in Africa. You are going to be a slave with your hands shackled. Slave trade in Africa. Gutenberg's printing press. G for Gutenberg. You're gonna, like it's typing on there, okay? Gutenberg's printing press. Shanghai in Africa was about trading gold. Tsar Ivan the Great of Russia. I for Ivan. Great. And here's our sign for Russia. Hard to do it in shape. Ivan the Great of Russia. Spanish Inquisition. We are going to take our cape and put it on, clasp it in the front. And the Inquisition was about a court. The court was held by the church. Spanish Inquisition. So we have, let's recap week 13. Age of exploration, circa 1400 to circa 1600, sorry. Prince Henry founds School of Navigation, slave trade in Africa, Gutenberg's printing press, Shanghai in Africa, Tsar Ivan the Great of Russia, the Spanish Inquisition. Good, week 14. Columbus sails to the Caribbean. Take C for Columbus and sail your ship. And then we have Age of Absolute Monarchs. So you're going to take your two C's and ground yourself. Circa 1500 to circa 1800. Protestant Reformation. So you're going to take two R's and you're going to revolve them. That's our sign for Reformation. Protestant Reformation. Spanish. You're going to clasp your cape again. Conquistadors. We're soldiers and explorers. Spanish conquistadors in the Americas. Calvin's Institute of the Christian Religion. C for Calvin's Institute. You're going to take your knowledge and a book and Christian. Calvin's Institute of the Christian Religion. Council of Trent. The Council of Trent was a meeting of Catholic bishops to reform the Catholic Church from within. So we're going to take our two R's and do the Reformation sign again, and then from within. Council of Trent. Baroque period of the arts. We're going to decorate. Okay, recap week 14. Columbus sails to the Caribbean. Age of absolute monarchs. Circa 1500, circa 1800. Protestant Reformation. Spanish conquistadors in the Americas. Calvin's Institute of the Christian Religion. Council of Trent. Baroque period of the arts. Then week 15, we start with Japan's isolation. So Japan, remember we traced Japan, which is like a crescent moon, and isolation. They're all by themselves. And Jamestown and the Plymouth Colony founded. Jamestown colonists first set gold. And the Plymouth Colony, we're going to trace their weird color thing that they wore. Plymouth Colony founded. An age of enlightenment. Like your wheels are turning. Okay? Hudson's Bay Company, you're going to walk up the mountain. First Great Awakening, your eyes have been opened. Classical period of the arts was very orderly. And the 7 Years' War, here's the sign for 7, war. Okay, recap week 15. Japan's isolation. Jamestown and the Plymouth Colony founded. Age of Enlightenment, circa 1650 to circa 1800. Hudson's Bay Company, First Great Awakening, classical period of the arts, the 7 Years' War. And then we move to week 16, which starts with Age of Industry. So you're going to take your hands like this, interlock them like gears. Age of Industry. And then James Cook, so J for James, C for Cook, sails to Australia. Here's your boat with your sails, right? American Revolution and General George Washington. Yeah, it's just like Reformation. American Revolution and General George Washington, like the army lapel that they wear. Take your G, George Washington. Madison's Constitution, you take your C, Constitution, and the Bill of Rights, that's the sign for rights. French Revolution, take your F, and you turn it in, French Revolution. And the Second Great Awakening, second, and open your eyes, Second Great Awakening. Louisiana Purchase and the Lewis and Clark expeditions. You're gonna purchase, and then you're gonna explore. Okay, recap of week 16 is Age of Industry, circa 1760 to circa 1969. James Cook sails to Australia and Antarctica. American Revolution and General George Washington. Madison's Constitution and the Bill of Rights. French Revolution, the Second Great Awakening. Louisiana Purchase and the Lewis and Clark expedition. All right, week 17. Napoleon is crowned Emperor of France. Okay, so N for Napoleon, crowned Emperor. Take your E and make a sash of France. So you take your F and turn it in. Liberation of South America. So you were bound, now you're liberated. To South America, you take your S and move it south. South America. The War of 1812, you do war, and they shot off bombs. The Missouri Compromise, so you're gonna meet in the middle. Immigrants flock to America, so they're like kind of like going under the gate, going under the border. Immigrants flock to America. Here's our sign for America. The Monroe Doctrine. The Monroe Doctrine stated that since the U.S. had expanded from sea to sea, it would consider any European attempts to form colonies to be acts of aggression. So you're going to spread from sea to sea. The Monroe Doctrine, Romantic period of the arts. The Romantic period was characterized by emotions. So we go sad, happy. Okay. Recap week 17. Napoleon crowned Emperor of France. Liberation of South America. The War of 1812. The Missouri Compromise. Oh, sorry. I did that wrong. Okay, so Napoleon crowned Emperor of France. Liberation of South America. The War of 1812. The Missouri Compromise. Immigrants flocked to America. The Monroe Doctrine. Romantic period of the arts. Sorry about that. Okay, week 18 starts with Cherokee Trail of Tears. So we're going to paint our faces like the Cherokee. Cherokee Trail of Tears. Super sad. You can look that one up. U.S. westward expansion. So you're going to take your W and move it west. U.S. westward expansion. Marx publishes the Communist Manifesto. So Communist Manifesto, like you're writing. And the Compromise of 1850 and the Dred Scott Decision. So we're going to compromise again. And then that one was about slaves. The Compromise of 1850, the Dred Scott Decision. U.S. restores trade with Japan. So we're going to take our fingers and go around. That's our sign for U.S. or America. And trade. We're going to trade with Japan. British Queen Victoria's rule over India. So British, this is their sign for England or Britain. Queen Victoria, V for Victoria. Rule over India. So you're going to, for rule, you kind of take the reins like you're driving the horse, okay? Rule over India. And Darwin publishes The Origin of Species. You're going to make your key. Darwin's key. So, recap, week 18, Cherokee Trail of Tears, U.S. westward expansion. Marx publishes the Communist Manifesto, the Compromise of 1850, and the Dred Scott Decision. U.S. restores trade with Japan. British Queen Victoria rule over India. Darwin publishes The Origin of Species.